What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? This is Ref from Refside Gaming, guys, and I'm back with another video. All right, guys, I need you to do me a favor. Go ahead and smash up the likes. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It is absolutely free, and don't forget to click that bell so that you can get a notification each and every time I upload a new video. And if you haven't already, guys, make sure you go back and watch any of my previous live streams, whether it be the started from the bottom league and or any of my team builder dynasties that are there on the channel. There's a playlist there for your viewing pleasure. All right, guys, let's get straight into it, and let's do so by addressing the elephant in the room. Are you aware that you can help and support the channel? Well, you can do so by donating to $Refside Gaming at Cash App. Again, if you didn't know, you can help and support the channel. You can do so by donating to $Refside Gaming at Cash App. And remember, any amount is graciously appreciated. All right, guys, welcome back to the James Madison Dukes ACC Takeover Dynasty. You see, this week, guys, we are taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. You see, they are 56 overall across the board. Don't know how that happened, but you see, James Madison, guys, we moved up to number 12 in the country with 75 overall, 76 on offense, and then 74 on defense, guys. And if you like that, you know I like it too. Don't you love it when two great minds think alike? You know, that being said, guys, I will catch you turkeys on the field.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
All right, guys, welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, guys. See, the weather's 83 degrees today, 1 mile an hour wind, and we are set to go. Welcome back to Refside Gaming, guys, where there's more gameplay and less talk. And with that being said, man, I'll come in as needed. Let's go.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So James Madison's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The give to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley and knock him down for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Get a great start on this first drive.
Back to throw, it's Evans. He's got the back in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Buys a little time with his feet. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Ellis. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on the team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Evans. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hitter. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC wheel of destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, they understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The wheel of destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's gone again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Dukes have moved it inside the 20. In the red area, it's Knight. They get him down, but he
defense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led sporty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. The Commodores headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Using his legs, it's Knight. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. I just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he turning it over.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. To the air on second down. The short hands, it's Hutchinson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it's James Madison on top as
All right, guys, that's the end of the first quarter. You see we're doing pretty good, guys. 21-0 so far. You see the stats there. We'll be right back with these messages from EA Sports.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that sack.
The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A strike downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
There he goes! And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
That's caught. It's Barber. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A first down run on the doorstep. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times, we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode.
Breaks into the open. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Catch in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Got it in the middle. It's Fields. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make the first down, they want to go fast, they want to clink up.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air. It's Evans. They get him on the rush, and it pulls off the sack at the 20. The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Barber. And he's knocked down.
This defense is being challenged in the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Hines is back in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds a little space. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him to force him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
Turning on the Jets. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Lost a throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on the team.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take off to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors and our...
All right, guys, you see it's halftime now. We're still leading 31-14, guys. We're doing real good. So we'll be right back with the start of the third after these messages from EA Sports.
Defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Dukes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Commodores in the hurry up. Snap from the gun on third down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long moves to create the turnover.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Going for 6. Touchdown!
Never know how it happens. When it happens, defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You can tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Barber. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding they still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Evans. Got the back over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Barber. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Lost a throw again. Release to the back. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Quarterback gets past the marker. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking for a gap. It's Knight. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. And they're racing to the house. Touchdown, Dukes! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do.
Turning it up. Fighting off the He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here's a heat. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive just trying to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle. It's Barber. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still in the ground cover to pick up the first.
And that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Dukes will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Fitzgerald. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Breaks into the open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. again to get it in. Touchdown, James Madison. And the beatdown has ensued.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Dukes will have it 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
Going to the run, it's 4. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try it again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They'll already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw the right ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing is good.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On fourth down, looking to pass. They will cover their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football, a turnover on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Here we go. Give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On the ready? Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Easy. Back to throw. It's Evans. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Dukes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
29 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
Easy.
Tries again to get it in. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Big fullback's got it. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. He was on target with his first kick in this one Nothing like stomping the guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with it.
All right, guys, that's going to be our final score, 55-21, as the Dukes were able to go into Nashville and come away with a big victory, a blowout victory at that, huh? As soon as he finished talking, guys, I'm going to go over a few stats here. I thought we played a very good game. You know, EA kind of messed over me a little bit on a long touchdown pass by them, but it is what it is. Hey, man, it is what it is. All right.
For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, guys, final score, 55-21. You see it there. Let's look at some stats real quick. All right, so you see Evans, guys. He was 22 of 29 for 363. It was 75%, 4 touchdown passes today. He's the only sophomore. And then looking at rushing, you see Knight, 25 carries, 88 yards, 2 touchdown runs. Evans at 9 for 80. Ford had 9 for 13 and 1 touchdown. Hyman had 1 for no yards there. Looking at receiving, Petaway had 8 catches, 169. He had 3 touchdown grabs today. Barber had 6 receptions, 106 yards. Dippery had 3 for 16. Ellis had 2 for 40. Ford for 1 for 14. Pfeiffer had 1 for 7 yards, and he had a touchdown grab. Collins had 1 and 11, and then Wisłowski dropped 1. Hey, man, it is what it is. Okay, as you all know, I don't pay attention to blocking pancakes, but I do pay attention to this one here. You see Babalade. He gave up 1 sack today. Okay, defensively, I thought we played fairly well. Defensively, you see McClary had 2 sacks today. Smith had 1 and Burley had 1. Now, INT, I know I did have 1. Ferguson had 1 for 10 yards. He is the cornerback, okay? How many deflections did we have today? We had 2 by Eaglin, 1 by Smith, 1 by Flo, and 1 by Weathersby. Okay, looking at kicking. You see Rosa was 2 of 2. His longest was 20 yards, 7 of 7 for extra points made. I know I had 1 punt today, or did I? I did. 1 punt by Rhea. It was 45 yards long. Okay, looking at kick return, Petaway had 2 for 38. Barber 2 for 32. Wisłowski did not. Okay. And then looking at punt return, Wisłowski 4 for 32. All right, guys, again, you see our final score is 55-21. It is what it is, guys. That is going to be the end of the video. If, in fact, you made it this far in the video, remember, you are the true GOAT. This is Refside Gaming, guys. I am out. I will catch you next time. Peace out.